What's up, guys? How you doing? I hope that you guys are doing so well. Thank you for everybody who likes, comments, shares, subscribes, does y'all's thing for this channel. Look, I've been led and just pulled, and I've been having some real signs, y'all, to start focusing on the twins, you know, the divine counterparts, twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine. I do consider myself a divine feminine. However, I don't know if my twin flame is actually incarnated or not. Part of me strongly feels like my divine masculine, my true divine masculine, like my twin, is not incarnated. Like, I feel like, you know, that soul is doing spirit work or doing something else right now, okay? It's not here. I'm 33 years old and I feel like I would have met my divine counterpart by now. Then again, who knows? Because I'm not exactly certain in this area and I've never gotten a reading done. So there has been a couple, I'll tell you guys, there's been a couple that I really have felt like, but those have always been confirmed by signs from God and messages from my guides that those were just high-level soulmates and not necessarily a twin, okay? The answers for me have always been on, your twin's not here, twin's not here. In fact, when I smudged my Soul Connections deck that I made, when I got it here and I smudged it and I shuffled it really good and I was like, you know what, I'm going to pull a card for my twin flame experience and see what's going on. I literally, the card that pulled out was your twin flame is on the other side and did not incarnate with you this time. And I was like, wow, that's literally what I've been feeling. So I feel like that's a huge confirmation for me that yes, that's what the situation is for me. Now, does that mean that I'm never going to find love or anything, guys? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. My mind is really not focused on that too much. Sometimes it gets taken there because of this and that, people who catch my eye or whatever, but I usually snap myself out of it real fast. Anyways, we've been rambling for a second here, so let's go ahead and get back to the track, okay? The Lover's card, divine counterparts, twin flames, everything you want, right? Okay. Well, she looks like she's focused on spirit. She looks like she's focused on her purpose, and living in her divine self. He looks like he's focused on her. He's more focused on the flesh, his wants, his desires, his needs. You know, that bush burning passionately behind him in the background, you know. And of course, she has the snake behind her, leading her, whispering her that knowledge, right? The snake has been kind of tainted a little bit by certain religious aspects and things, but it's okay. It's okay. Because around here, we know what the snake truly represents. The snake represents magic and medicine, okay? Healing, spiritual messages, spiritual knowledge. In fact, the snake can represent spiritual knowledge on a deep, deep level, okay? So it's like she has spiritual knowledge. She has a knowing to her. This is how you will determine where you are in the divine masculine or divine feminine category, okay? Because you can be male and be a divine feminine, and you can be obviously a feminine and be a divine masculine. It's just all about your spiritual journey. Ask yourself, true time to get down to the truth, okay? Ask yourself, are you more focused on spirit or are you more focused on the flesh? Materialistic things, connections, having to be with somebody. Do you think about being with somebody daily more than you think about God, or that you think about your own spiritual path? That is your answer to whether you are divine feminine or divine masculine, okay? Yeah, because being a divine feminine to me is definitely about surrendering all of those wands that you feel like you're supposed to keep up, the energy that you feel like you're supposed to keep up, the mask, the facade, the role that you feel like you're supposed to play, all the burdens. It's really surrendering all that and just stepping into your true self, stepping into your authentic self, and not giving an F who really thinks about that or what anybody really thinks about that. Okay, but I want to pull some cards. I don't know, I just want to see, what do we need to know about twin flame connections? What do we need to know about twin flame connections in general, Spirit? In general, okay? What do we need to know about them? Yeah. That they're actually not that fun, okay? That's the first message I'm getting. They might start out all lovey-dovey and like a brand new experience, and it is going to take some kind of leap of faith. They come in hot and heavy. They make you feel a little immature in love, and sometimes they can be very immature in their emotion, okay? And the emotions things that happen, but there's a lot of transformation. There's a lot of choices that need to be made. There's a lot of karma involved in this, and all this adds up to one huge burden on you and your twin, okay? Twin flames are not exactly like, it's not like some, you know, great soulmate love story relationship. There's actually a lot, even in twins in union. People go, these are twins in union, and I'm like, I bet they are. That means they struggle daily, okay? Twins struggle daily. Now, it does, of course, when you're with somebody like that, it makes you feel like you're completed. Like, you know, I guess that feeling would be very comfortable. But considering I'm already a twin, I have more than enough personalities to keep me occupied. So, we have the Page of Cups here with the Fool, the Death. Lots of beginnings and endings and trial and error and choice. Okay, so what Spirit wants us to know about twin flames, Ten of Wands, there is a lot of burden, there is a lot of stress. However, there is a need to surrender. Because I see surrendering with the Ten of Wands, you know. There is a need to surrender with the twin flame relationship, okay? And just, what they're saying is focus on your passion, very controlled passion, because if you're trying to hold everything together in these relationships, I feel like it can get out of control. Okay, what else do we need to know about twin flames relationships? What else do we need to know about twin flames? I feel like it takes a level of emotional maturity to be involved in them. And sometimes, you know, there's going to be a lot of emotional masks that are war in these relationships too. Okay, because I feel like when you're a part of a twin flame thing, especially if you don't even understand what twin flames are or know what that is, the feeling can be so intense that it can almost feel like it's an obsessive type of love. It can almost feel suffocating. It can almost feel like, you know, it throws you off. You feel very naked and vulnerable and exposed to somebody. And if you have these things built up where that's not a good thing, you like to kind of, you know, have an air of mystery to you because it helps with your confidence. It helps. You don't like everybody to know your shit. Your business, okay? You hold this mask over yourself. Twin flames can see beyond that. So initially when you meet this person, usually it's very scary and it can kind of like you want to run the other way. That's what they're saying, because it's like, oh my gosh, this person can see beyond my mask. This person can see beyond this King of Cups status that I put up for everybody, male or female. You know what I mean? The Two of Pentacles with the Hierophant, going back and forth a lot about this connection when you meet. Okay, what Spirit wants you to know, I feel like, yeah, you will go back and forth. You will weigh out your options. You will question whether or not this is divinely guided, or if this is real, or if this is something that you need to be involved in. Okay, that's really something that I'm getting here. But with this King of Cups, it's almost like there's lots of karma. And there's lots of emotional maturity and emotional growth here. Deep connections. It's like you guys will share like this telepathy with each other. You guys will be able, they're saying, to communicate. Like when you have a twin flame, it's almost like you can be in a room with your back to them and not know that they've walked in, and then all of a sudden it's like your energy, like, you know, and you'll turn and then there they'll be. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you're always on guard. It's almost like you always have this, they're showing me lightning bolts and like electricity. So it's almost like you guys have this like electric attachment that goes off, and it can really make you feel nervous. It can really make you feel weary. With the Justice energy coming out, it definitely lets me know that this is a karmic type of situation. Of course, twin flames are karmics too, right? Karmics of the highest level. If you have a twin flame, rest assured, you have definitely lived plenty of lives with that person in different situations, different scenarios, not always lovers, not always friends, not always happy with each other. You know, you've been through a lot when you have twin flame connections. It's not always about love, and it's not always about the unionship too. A lot about twin flame connections, what they're saying is about growth in your own self and your own soul, lessons that they're supposed to help you learn and that you're supposed to help them learn. You guys are perfectly matched up to teach each other these lessons. You guys are almost like a spiritual like buddy system is what they're saying. You know, a spiritual buddy system, and you're supposed to come here to help clear out karma, nurture each other, help each other learn those tough lessons sometimes, and sometimes those lessons can include, but be not limited to, walking away, letting go, learning discernment. Okay, heartbreak, heartache, learning when to let go of something, learning when to detach, learning when to make head over heart decisions because somebody's hurting you. It's like almost like a cruel, sick, sadistic like game they do. Like they put you down here with this person that you feel unnaturally drawn to and that you would love to the ends of the earth, but then they tell you not to, you know. So but it's for a reason. It's the lessons that you're learning, okay? It's the soul growth, it's the soul experience. It's not always about the unionship is what they're really saying. I just saw 1, 2, 3. So is there anything else that we need to know about twin flames? This was just a short little video, not really nothing huge. I'm going to do an official twin flame reading later. Yeah, you're going to just feel so dreamy around your twin flame, and there's going to be a lot of wondering and pondering and having to get yourself in order and needing to heal. Twin flame relationships are about healing. It's about healing and intuitively a knowing, you know. It's about dedication, time, effort. And of course, it takes both parties being involved in this. Like I was just about to say, if one party wants to cut and run, okay, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You know, it's going to cause the situation where, you know, one twin is waiting on the other twin to get their shite together. But I don't know. I don't know what this reading is. I don't know what this reading is supposed to mean. I was really just drawn to do it. Let's see. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Accept heaven's help. You prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. Again, with the surrendering, I see that for twin flame connections, needing to surrender and accept the process. Accept that things are going to be bumpy, that just because you've met your twin doesn't mean you've met the love of your life. You're better off with a soulmate. You're better off with a lower level soulmate and somebody that your soul just vibes with, you know what I mean, than trying to find your twin flame is what they're saying. Because your twin flame is actually going to be this huge moment. Like, it is a journey. It takes over the whole purpose of your life, because it's like this huge encompassing thing, you know, to get it right, to do it right. Very rarely are you doing it right. Most twin flame journeys are not about the union is what they're saying, you know, so you'd be better off with a soulmate. This probably was not the reading you were expecting, which comes to explore your options. Twin flames isn't always necessarily what you need to go after, what you need to explore, what you need to be involved in. And sometimes there's other counterparts out there waiting for you, you know, other divine masculines. Just because you can't have your divine masculine doesn't mean you can't have a divine masculine or a divine feminine, whatever, guys, okay? Explore your options, though. I feel like be open to these relationships, be open to these things, be open to the new experiences, and open to change and possibilities, okay? And a good time to make changes, yeah. I feel like divine counterparts, twin flame relationships will change you, and they will cause you to change things about yourself, okay? Tranquility, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. But really, these relationships should heal in some type of way. They're supposed to. Okay, they're supposed to. It really depends on what your other twin is up to. I'm just saying, okay? Either way, you have to be happy with yourself. Can't help but notice there's one person on this card, guys, okay? One person on this card, one person on this card. Because sometimes the twin flame journey actually is kind of about being alone and learning the lessons, going through the spiritual growth, whether that's hurt or whatever it may be. We've already went through this in this video. You just need to have faith, right? On the bottom of the deck, okay? I don't know if this video was helpful at all. It kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that much. Like, I don't know. I know a little bit about twin flames, but I feel like I don't know why I'm feeling so drawn to learn more about them and to do more readings, but we're just going to go with the flow, guys, okay? We're just going to go with the flow. Like I said, I will be doing a twin flame actual reading later today, okay? Yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for everybody who supports this channel, and if you have any information about twin flames, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Your own twin flame relationship or journey that you're on, how it's affected you, things like that, whatever, okay? Let's get the discussion open, okay? I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.